Hi guys, I wanted to go over the media and nutrition project that we're going to do in the nutrition unit. So you will find that in Module 14. Here we are in Unit 6, Nutrition and Parasitology. You click on Module 14. And here is the nutritional and marketing project. So what we're doing is combining your knowledge of the animal's body systems, the knowledge of diseases, and now we're incorporating nutritional elements to help those animals with any diseases. So my example would be Angus, my favorite cat of all. So Angus was with us for a very long time, but he developed crystals in his urine. I think they were struvite crystals in his urine. And struvite crystals form in a certain pH of urine. And so what we did after we initially took care of the problem to prevent it from happening again, he got special cat food. And he was on this special cat food all the time, because eating that special cat food, it was designed to lower that pH in his urine so the struvite crystals could not form. And so that's what we did for the rest of his life with us, and to keep his urinary tract system healthy and stuff. So so what we're going to do with this project, you pick an animal, you pick a disease, and then you pick some nutrients that you would put in your food product, and you're going to do an infomercial about it and tell why you picked those nutrients, how it's going to help the animal and that disease, and then you're going to produce a tangible item. So why don't we kind of look at the rubric and the list of nutrients that we have, and I'll describe more. So all right, so let me open up the rubric. So scroll on up here. All right, so the rubric is attached to the assignment along with the listed nutrients. So if you're not in class, you can get the information in the assignment. And then I'll also attach this video to the assignment and email it out to you as well. So again, this is a project that's combining a lot of different elements with a little media flair. So typically what I find is easiest for students to do is create a PowerPoint and then embed a video into that PowerPoint. So it needs to be at least 6 slides. So you want to start out and explain, the animal and the disease that you're looking at, and what you're looking at to help prevent with special nutrition. So we need an explanation of the animal you chose and the disease and how it affects that animal. Then you need to use the nutrients handout, which I will show you next. After we go over the rubric, you need to pick 4 nutrients to put in the actual food item, and the purpose for picking those nutrients. So in the handout, you will see the different list of different nutrients, and it tells what it does for the body. So we want to know why you're picking those nutrients. So arthritis is an example. So if you chose an animal that is struggling with arthritis, we'll say dogs, you might want to pick like glucosamine because we know that helps with joint health, and then go through and look at some others. There could be weight loss, and that's L-carnitine, kind of helps with that weight loss. So all right, so let's scroll on down. Readability of the slides and clarity of your infomercial. Active participation of all group members. This year we chose to make the project 45 points, and then we're giving you an option to present it to the class for 10 extra credit points. So the project is 45 points. You can get an additional 10 extra credit points for presenting your project to the class. Along with that PowerPoint and infomercial on your product, you do need a visual aid. So we usually take like an old cereal box. You guys bring that in, and then you kind of deck it out to be your visual aid of your product, because you want people to buy it and to use it to help their animals. So it needs to be visually appealing. It needs to have all 10 requirements of the food label, an ingredients list, things you would put in there. So you can pick certain foods that go into the feed that have the nutrients that help prevent the disease for the animals. So it's kind of a connection between the food and the nutrients into the feed to help prevent a disease for animals. So we're trying to make that connection. And then the purpose of the food, the disease that you're trying to prevent. So you also get some points for working together. So we do take a little survey at the end to make sure everybody participated in that. All right, let's now take a look at the nutrients list. So here is that handout here. All right, so if you scroll down through here, you have some different things: antioxidants, calcium, carbohydrates. There's that L-carnitine I talked about that helps to turn fat into fuel for cells. So if you're looking at like a weight loss food for an animal, you definitely probably want to have some L-carnitine in there. Let's scroll on down and I'll highlight a few others. Chondroitin is another one. So I mentioned glucosamine before, but chondroitin, glucosamine, chondroitin, those tend to go together. Helps to prevent and treat arthrosis problems in large-sized dogs, active dogs, sporting dogs, aging cats. So that might be one if you're thinking about arthritis and stuff. There's glucosamine, there's some iron, magnesium, omega-3 fatty acids, valued source of nutrition for active and aging animals. So if you were looking at like a senior diet, something for some aging animals, those omega-3 fatty acids is a nice nutrient to have in your food. All right, so you can see that there's a lot to choose from. You do need to pick 4. So again, the nutrients are over here on the left. You have the health and prevention that on that column right there, and then the role in the body. So please make sure you look over those and pick 4 nutrients. You can either explain them in your infomercial or put it in your PowerPoint. Somehow we have to know about the disease that you're looking to prevent with nutrition. We need to know which 4 nutrients you picked and why and how they're going to help the body. And we need to see that visual aid that you make. So if there's some foods as well that you know, like carrots, vitamin A, have a lot of vitamin A in it. So if you're doing a rabbit treat, some vitamin A, or adding carrots into that. If you're doing a guinea pig diet, you want to make sure you have some vitamin C. So you need to find a food item that has that vitamin C and make sure that you put it in that treat or food that you're presenting. So, all right, as always, guys, hopefully this was helpful. And as always, if you have any questions, please ask. All right, thanks. Bye.